Okay, so polar vortex in full effect here. Wanted to come and take a look at some water, get some temperatures, and see what we can figure out for today. No matter what I do today, it's going to be a short fish because right now it's about 4 degrees. And so you can see there's no ice here. These rivers do not freeze. And as I look down, I also don't see any fish there, but let's get a temp. There's a little bit of north wind here too, which I don't like. See any fish right there right now. Takes a few seconds to get the temp. You can see the water's much warmer than the air, so the water is definitely cooling. And the water temp here is 33.4. Wow, that's rough. That is rough. Yeah, water there's 33.6. And I've said to you in a couple of different videos that under 34 is almost useless. But I might still try to go out at peak sun and give it a shot. We'll see. Okay, so I may have mentioned this before, but in the spring-fed streams of the driftless, it's a strange thing as the season changes, because in the summer, the springs, the fish love the springs because they are the coolest spots of the water, pumping out at 40 degrees. And in the winter, the fish love the springs because they're the warmest parts of the stream, pumping out at 50 degrees or 40 degrees. And where you have a lot of spring input, the water will be warmer. This water looks more frozen. You can see there's got to be the shade here is a factor, but upstream there's certainly more streams available, or springs available. So it can simply be that where the springs are less, the whole water temperature is going to go down in the winter, because where there's more springs, it's going to hover closer in influence to that 40-degree groundwater that pumps out steady all year long. So give the temperature or the thermometer a second here to click a temp. Don't see any fish, which is a bit unusual right here. That water is 32.5, and actually there is a ton of fish there. That looks like a pack of suckers though. Yeah, that many fish in that level of detail. Now there looks like one trout. That looks like a giant pack of suckers. How crazy. We'll see if they're over in the sunshine. And there they go. Yeah, definitely a pack of suckers. Those are not trout. So this water here says 32.5. Holy bones! Okay, so not looking good. As as I was coming downstream, I could see the course of the river was obviously increasing in icing. And here you can see, not only is there a little bit more snow, but there's much more ice. So this water's certainly going to be nearly freezing. So if I've got turbulent water like that, and ice on each side, my guess is that this water is... Oh, there was a trout. My guess is that this water is extremely cold. And it's going to be very difficult to get, you know, but I've got, let's see what we got here. I think that's going to be as reliable as a measurement as I can get right here. 31.3, so because it's moving, it's not frozen, but this bottom definitely has much lower spring input by the time it gets down here, so it does not shock me that this water's colder, but I have a feeling that's just a little mixed up because I had to lift it out of the air with the current, or lift it into the air with the current there. Well, maybe I won't fish here today. I'm going to check another stream that I think might be a little warmer, but I don't think we're going to have much luck today. Okay, so one more check here. I might check a little bit downstream too. This water here is very close to a spring, but I have no idea the temperature that it would be. And obviously, it's not frozen. Might see some fish here. Boy, and you can just see the thermal energy coming out of the water, so it might not be frozen now, but it's going to be soon, I would guess. And so this water right here is quite warm. 38.7, so that's quite a difference. So I bet you that there is going to be a pile of trout over here. They're going to be hoarding in this warmer water. And sure enough, there is. There's a bunch of trout right there. That's a nice one too, right there. Holy cow. That's got to be a 15 to 18 incher. Let me get a water temp on this side. Yeah, you can see several decent trout right there. So again, just an effort to check. This water is dirtier too, but I can definitely, you know, you don't see near the shelf ice anywhere. There's a take, and the water here is 35.2, 35.2, so I think that narrows things down. It's hardly worth taking a temp there because it's so shallow. Okay, so that's some decent information. My guess is I'll do this section. It's not terribly long, so ought to be able to tolerate the temperatures with it, and we'll see how moving from 35 to 38 degree water as I walk, it'll warm. I might try just at the outbridge just to see what it's like over there. And it was 35 degrees there. Here. Oh yeah, Yeah, see now, just even on the other side of the bridge, the water on this shallow spot, so the water is warm. 36, 35, 36, 38. It's probably worth a shot. Okay folks, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm all winter geared up, so I'm not worried about temperature. Got my black nitrile gloves on, which are not insulated, but do keep the water from chilling you. And we'll see if any fish are going to cooperate today. I'm not terribly hopeful, to be honest. This water was super cold. I put the temperature finding things that I did this morning so you could see that on the video. And I did switch up. I'm going to go with fluorocarbon, try to cut down on line freeze because it is very cold here today. Let's see what we got here. Can't really cast too hot with this. And the fluorocarbon, there you go. That's why I'm gonna go get my other pole. That's why I don't like fluorocarbon. Three casts with fluorocarbon and it's hosed. Be right back. Okay, so I can't think of any better instructional video today that will sell you on the virtues of Powerbrook braid. I mean, literally, I don't even think it was 4 casts. I'll deal with a bit of frozen line maintenance because you do have to deal with frozen line with braid. Jeez, oh Pete. I might size down here. There's a fish. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. There's a nice brown. We'll get him out. We'll get one quick look at him and then I'm going to send him back because these cold temperatures are not good for fish either. Just a little brown. There he goes. Okay. This is a good spot here to get the ice off the reel. So if I get it down there and I can see that I always get downwind. If I get past where the ice is on the reel, it's free now. And if I squeegee that braid, it'll clean off all the ice. Oop, came out of my finger. Clean off. Yeah, see now it's cleaned off and it's gonna cast like a champ now. See, so that's how you deal with the braid. fish. Alright, another brown. Alright, he's off the net, so he's in good shape. He's off the hook, so he's in good shape. So, brown number 2. Oh, and there he goes. Beautiful fish. And with these gloves, you do need to dry off. So there's another hit. There's a nice fish finally. Oh, he got off. Shoot. A nicer fish anyhow. That one's definitely 15, 14, something like that. Shoot. Can't get them all. Alright. So, just to give you an idea how geared up I am, it's cold. 3 fish bite, 2 fish to hand. The nicest one got away. But it's a whopping 12 degrees today. It was minus at night. I think this is probably going to do me very well for the entire polar vortex. And I'll wait until it warms back up, which is going to be, looks like, well into February. It looks like this is here for 2 or 3 weeks. So you might see me again, but these are short episode fishes. You really don't have a chance at any consistent bite. But you can catch fish. So thanks for watching Wisconsin trout fishing. Happy fishing.